Most people building barndominiums are thinking too small, and I do not mean that as an insult. I mean literally. They are capping themselves at 3,000, maybe 4,000 square feet, when the same building system they are using can go all the way to 10,000 square feet or more for a fraction of what a traditional home costs at that size. But here is where it gets interesting. At 10,000 square feet, the material game changes completely. What works fine at 2,000 square feet starts working against you at 10,000. And the builders who do not know that end up with a beautiful shell and a monthly energy bill that makes their mortgage look cheap. Today we are going inside the world of the Sport Barndominium, a 10,000 square foot build designed not just for living, but for performance, recreation, and legacy. We are talking real 2026 numbers, the special materials that make or break a build this size, and the one cost decision that separates the smart builds from the expensive mistakes. Stay with me all the way to the end, because I am going to walk you through a full material breakdown that most builders never talk about, and it could save you 6 figures on your build. If you are new here, this channel is all about alternative housing done right. Honest numbers, real builds, no fluff. Hit subscribe and tap that bell right now so you never miss a video. And drop a comment below telling me what you would put in 10,000 square feet. I read every single one. What is a Sport Barndominium? Before we get into materials and money, let us define what we are actually talking about. Because the word Sport Barndominium is not something you will find in a builder's catalog. It is a term that describes a specific type of large format barndominium designed around an active, high-use lifestyle. Think indoor basketball court, home gym built to gym standards, shooting range, indoor pool, a garage wing that fits 8 vehicles, a workshop with commercial-grade power, a theater room, guest quarters for the whole family. This is not a barndominium that just happens to be big. This is a barndominium engineered around what you actually want to do with 10,000 square feet. At this scale, the footprint is roughly equivalent to a small commercial building. To put that in perspective, a standard NBA basketball court is about 4,700 square feet. So a 10,000 square foot barndominium gives you the court, a full living wing with 5 or 6 bedrooms, a kitchen designed for entertaining, and still leaves room for a multi-bay garage and shop. The layout possibilities are enormous, and that is exactly why the Sport Barndominium concept is gaining traction with athletes, entrepreneurs, multi-generational families, and people who are done compromising on space. Now here is where most videos stop. They show you the pretty renders and the big floor plan, and they call it a day. We are going to go deeper, because the real story of a 10,000 square foot barndominium is the materials, and specifically how your material choices at this scale can be the difference between a home that runs efficiently and one that bleeds money every single month. Stick with us, because in a few minutes I am going to show you a material stack that most builders either do not know about or do not bother to recommend, and it is the single biggest lever you have on the long-term cost of a build this size. The real cost of a 10,000 SQ-FICT Sport Barndominium. In 2026, let us talk numbers before we talk materials, because you need to understand the baseline before you can understand why material upgrades pay off. In 2026, a finished barndominium runs between $65 and $160 per square foot for standard builds. Premium custom finishes push that above $200 per square foot. At 10,000 square feet, here is what those ranges actually mean. Standard finish build, $650,000 to $1.6 million. Premium custom build with sport amenities, $1.8 million to $2.5 million or more. Now I know those numbers are wide. The reason the range is so wide is that what you put inside the shell is the biggest cost driver, not the shell itself. The steel frame, roofing, and siding on a 10,000 square foot building is a relatively fixed number. What swings the budget by hundreds of thousands of dollars is the interior, and specifically for a sport barndominium, the specialized spaces. Here is a realistic cost breakdown for a turnkey 10,000 square foot sport barndominium in 2026. Steel shell kit and erection, $120,000 to $200,000. Foundation, monolithic concrete slab at $6 to $14 per square foot, $60,000 to $140,000. Site prep, septic, utility connections, road access, $40,000 to $90,000 insulation, and we will get into why this is critical. At this size, $80,000 to $160,000. Mechanical systems, HVAC, plumbing, electrical, $150,000 to $250,000. Interior framing, drywall, and finishes for living quarters, $200,000 to $400,000. Sport and specialty spaces, court flooring, gym equipment pads, range liner, pool shell, $150,000 to $500,000 depending on scope. Garage and shop build-out for 8 to 10 vehicles, $60,000 to $120,000. Exterior features, wraparound porch, covered outdoor living, landscaping, $40,000 to $100,000. Total realistic turnkey range, $900,000 to $2 million before land. Now, before you close the tab, think about what a traditional custom home at 10,000 square feet costs. According to 2026 construction data, custom stick-built homes in the luxury category run $250 to $400 per square foot. That puts a traditional 10,000 square foot custom home between $2.5 million and $4 million. The Sport Barndominium path, even at the high end, delivers significantly more usable square footage at a lower per-foot cost. That is the value proposition, and it is real. Why materials are everything at 10,000 SQ FUT? Here is the conversation most builders are not having with their clients. Material selection that works perfectly well at a 2,000 square foot barndominium starts creating serious problems at 10,000 square feet. And the reason comes down to two things: thermal mass and air volume. At 10,000 square feet, you are heating and cooling a massive volume of air. If your building envelope is not performing at a high level, your HVAC system is fighting the building every single day. And in a structure this size, losing that fight costs you real money every month. The most common mistake builders make on large barndominium builds is using standard batt insulation in the walls and a single layer of spray foam at the roofline. At 2,000 square feet, you can get away with that. At 10,000 square feet, you are setting yourself up for $12,000 to $18,000 a year in energy costs, sometimes more in extreme climates. So what does a properly spec'd material stack look like for a 10,000 square foot sport barndominium? Let us break it down. The special materials that change the game: first material, structural insulated panels, also known as SIPs. SIP panels are a sandwich construction system. You have a rigid foam core, typically expanded polystyrene, between two layers of structural facing. The result is a wall or roof panel that performs structurally and thermally in one unit. For a 10,000 square foot barndominium, SIP panels deliver 4 key advantages. 1. They go up fast. An 8,000 square foot SIP barndominium shell has been assembled in as little as 13 days. At 10,000 square feet, a skilled crew can have the shell weather-tight in 2 to 3 weeks. That matters because every week your build is exposed to weather is risk. 2. The thermal performance is exceptional. SIP panels achieve R values of R14 to R28 for walls and R40 to R60 for roofs, depending on panel thickness. Standard batt insulation in a metal building wall cavity achieves R13 to R19. The difference at 10,000 square feet compounds into thousands of dollars a year in energy savings. 3. SIP panels eliminate thermal bridging. In a standard stud wall, the studs themselves conduct heat and cold through the wall. SIP panels have no interruptions in the foam core, so there is no thermal bridge. 4. SIP construction creates an exceptionally tight building envelope. Reduced air infiltration at this scale means your HVAC is not constantly replacing conditioned air with outside air. The cost of SIP panels runs higher up front. Expect to pay 15 to 25% more for SIP construction versus standard batt insulation. On a 10,000 square foot build, that might be an additional $40,000 to $70,000 in material cost. But the energy savings over 10 years, at reduced utility bills, typically recover that premium and then some. Second material, closed cell spray foam insulation. Even in SIP panel builds, there are transitions, connections, and penetrations that need spray foam to seal properly. Closed cell spray foam at a 10,000 square foot build is not optional. It is a baseline requirement. Closed cell spray foam achieves R6 to R7 per inch. It also acts as an air and vapor barrier simultaneously. For a sport barndominium with an indoor pool, a gym with heavy moisture generation, or a shooting range with its own climate requirements, closed cell spray foam in targeted areas is essential. Budget $40,000 to $80,000 for comprehensive spray foam work on a 10,000 square foot build. Third material, standing seam metal roofing. At 10,000 square feet of roof area, the difference between standard exposed fastener metal roofing and standing seam is significant. Exposed fastener roofing uses screws that penetrate the metal panel. Over time, those screw penetrations develop leaks, especially on a large surface area. Standing seam roofing uses concealed fasteners and floating panels that move with thermal expansion. On a 10,000 square foot roof, you have enormous temperature-driven expansion and contraction every single day. Standing seam handles that. Exposed fastener systems eventually do not. Standing seam costs more, roughly $4 to $8 more per square foot installed. On a 10,000 square foot roof, that is $40,000 to $80,000 more than exposed fastener roofing. But standing seam carries 40 to 50-year lifespans with minimal maintenance. For a build at this scale, that is the only roof system that makes sense long-term. Fourth material, polished or stained concrete flooring for common areas and sport zones. In the sport wings, specifically the basketball court, gym, and garage, polished concrete is your best performing floor material. It is durable enough to handle heavy equipment, vehicle traffic, and court sports. It does not off-gas, it is easy to clean, and at sport Barndominium scale, it is actually less expensive than installing wood sport flooring or specialty rubber flooring across thousands of square feet. Polished concrete for sport and utility areas runs $3 to $8 per square foot installed, depending on finish level. Compare that to commercial rubber gym flooring at $6 to $15 per square foot, or hardwood sport court flooring at $12 to $20 per square foot installed. Fifth material, geothermal HVAC or high-efficiency variable refrigerant flow systems. A 10,000 square foot building with mixed-use spaces, living quarters at one temperature, a gym at another, a shooting range with its own requirements, and a pool creating humidity, cannot be served effectively by a single conventional HVAC system. The two best options at this scale are geothermal heat pump systems and commercial-grade variable refrigerant flow systems. Geothermal pulls from the stable temperature of the Earth and delivers dramatic efficiency gains, 50 to 70% reduction in heating and cooling costs compared to conventional HVAC. The upfront cost is higher, typically $100,000 to $200,000 for a 10,000 square foot building, but the operating cost reduction over 20 years is substantial. Variable refrigerant flow systems allow zone-by-zone temperature control across the entire building. Different zones maintain different temperatures independently. For a sport Barndominium, where the gym might be 68 degrees, the living room 72, the pool area 80, and the garage 55, VRF systems are the practical solution. Expect to spend $70,000 to $150,000 for a full VRF installation at this scale. The sport spaces and what they actually cost. Let us talk about what makes this a sport Barndominium, rather than just a large Barndominium. Indoor basketball court. A regulation half court fits in roughly 2,200 square feet. A full court needs 4,700 square feet. In a 10,000 square foot build, a full court is achievable with room left over. Court flooring ranges from $12,000 for painted concrete with court lines to $80,000 for premium hardwood sport court systems. Backboards and hoops add $2,000 to $15,000 depending on quality. Home gym built to commercial standards. Dedicated gym space of 1,000 to 1,500 square feet with reinforced concrete flooring for heavy equipment, rubber flooring overlay, commercial ventilation, and mirrored walls runs $20,000 to $60,000 to build out. Indoor shooting range. A proper indoor range requires specific construction, including bullet trap systems, acoustic treatment, and ventilation rated for lead particle removal. A 50-foot 4-lane range in a 10,000 square foot Barndominium is achievable and runs $60,000 to $150,000 for a properly built and ventilated installation. 8 to 10 car garage wing. A dedicated garage wing with commercial overhead doors, epoxy floors, built-in storage systems, and a lift or two runs $60,000 to $130,000. Home theater. A dedicated theater room with acoustic insulation, tiered seating, a commercial projector system, and proper lighting control runs $25,000 to $80,000. Here is what I have not told you yet, and this is the part that changes how you think about financing a build this size. There is one specific configuration of the sport Barndominium, a particular way of dividing the square footage between living and commercial use, that qualifies for a completely different class of financing and tax treatment. It is legal, it is legitimate, and builders who know about it are using it to cut their effective out-of-pocket cost on builds like this by 40 to 60%. I will get into that in the next video in this series. Make sure you are subscribed so you do not miss it, because that is the video that makes this whole thing make sense financially for people who are not paying cash. Who is building sport Barndominiums? The honest answer is that 10,000 square foot sport Barndominiums are being built by a specific type of buyer. professional and semi-professional athletes who want training facilities on their own property, multi-generational families who want one structure that houses multiple generations while maintaining separate living zones, entrepreneurs who want a live work property with shop, studio, or commercial space under the same roof, rural landowners who want a legacy property that serves the family for decades, and people who have looked at the cost of building a traditional 10,000 square foot home and done the math. The Barndominium path to 10,000 square feet is not for everybody. It requires land, it requires planning, and at this scale it requires an experienced builder who understands large format metal buildings and the special material requirements that come with them. But for the buyer who qualifies, the value is real, and the result is a property that is essentially impossible to replicate through conventional construction at the same cost. 10,000 square feet in a sport barndominium is not just a big house. It is a different category of property entirely. It is a lifestyle infrastructure project. And the difference between one that performs and one that disappoints comes down almost entirely to materials. SIP panels, closed cell spray foam, standing seam roofing, polished concrete sport floors, and a properly zoned HVAC system are not upgrades at this scale. They are requirements. The numbers in 2026 support the build. At $900,000 to $2 million turnkey for 10,000 square feet, you are building something that would cost $2.5 to $4 million through conventional construction, and you are building it with a material system that is more durable, more energy efficient, and more adaptable than anything a traditional builder will put up. If you found this video useful, subscribe right now, because the next video in this series covers that financing and tax structure I mentioned, and it is going to be the most important 15 minutes you spend on this topic all year. Drop your questions in the comments. Share this with somebody who is thinking about building big, and we will see you in the next one.